man gunned down in River Oaks last night has now been identified.
Daryl Gentry was killed in a hail of gunfire. The victim is a rapper who goes by BTB Savage.
BTB Savage did a lengthy interview that went viral. Viewers commented that it seemed like he was bragging that he killed someone in self-defense and that he wasn't concerned about retaliation.
Yeah, they for sure might do what they do, but I'm gonna get active. That's all it is, and it is what it is. It's on the floor. It'll be smoke forever.
Up-and-coming rapper BTB Savage lost his life after suspects opened fire on him in Houston on Thursday, March 30th, 2023, around 6 p.m. in the 4600 block of San Felipe Street at Mid Lane. It comes just days after a VLAD TV interview where he shares his perspective of taking another man's life who allegedly attempted to rob him at his apartment. Let's get into it. Police say the man charged in the deadly Houston shooting of rapper BTB Savage, whose real name is Montrel Gentry, has surrendered to authorities. 40-year-old Montrel Burley is charged with Darrell's murder. According to police, Burley surrendered to authorities in Houston on Tuesday, April 11th. His bond was set at $1 million. Documents show that Burley was a close friend and fellow gang member of Omar Richardson. In an interview days before his passing, Darrell described how his girlfriend opened fire on Richardson in self-defense during a robbery at his home in San Antonio. Darrell was also present and injured during that incident, but more on that in a moment. ABC 13 reports that 26-year-old rapper BTB Savage, whose real name is Darrell Gentry, was shot to death in his vehicle. Investigators say at the scene, Darrell was found unalive on the ground with multiple shell casings near a white Mercedes sedan that had been hit with bullets. Surveillance video, which you see here, obtained by KPRC, captured him being followed in his car by suspects in a black Subaru. Darrell's mother, Bernita Ward, spoke with KPRC about her son's devastating passing.
To have him killed the way he was killed, like a senseless dog, gunned down in the street, and then while his body laying in the street, then they're robbing our place? Like, no.
During a press conference on March 30th, Houston Police Chief Troy Finner stated, quote, "The victim had been shot to death in a targeted attack by two suspects in a dark-colored SUV." Darrell's mother, Bernita Ward, says that her son was a U.S. military veteran and father of one, and that his musical career was just beginning to take off at the time of his passing. This all comes after Darrell appeared in an interview on popular YouTube channel VLAD TV, which was posted Sunday, March 26th, where he says an attempted robbery took place at his downtown San Antonio apartment. Darrell described two men attempting to rob him while he was at his home with his son and girlfriend, according to the news website My San Antonio. According to news station Ken's 5, the incident happened back in February. The news station reports that Darrell says he allowed the two men, a rapper and a man who claimed to be his uncle, later identified as Omar Richardson, into his home to record music. During the interview, Darrell says the more the two men lingered around his apartment, the more nervous he got. When the person asking for the feature went to get studio equipment from his car, Darrell says he locked the door behind him. As the situation escalated, Darrell says the suspect pulled out a weapon and a struggle ensued. Darrell goes on to describe how he and his girlfriend fought back against the would-be robber, leading to the man losing his life.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, shoot him, shoot him. So like, well, I swing my hip under him like that to put him on top of me, all the way on top of me. And then she's popping him in the back twice. She's like, boom, boom. KPRC reports that during the turmoil, Darrell was accidentally shot by his girlfriend, which required surgery on his elbow. During the struggle, Darrell says his girlfriend fatally wounded the man while he wrestled him on the ground, according to Cron.com. During his interview, Darrell says he showed the man no mercy, saying he told the suspect, who was pleading for help, "I don't give a about you. You're going to die." When officers arrived, they followed a trail of blood through the apartment hallway before finding the robbery suspect face down in a pool of blood. The case was closed after being deemed a justifiable homicide, according to a spokesperson for the San Antonio Police Department. Darrell's passing came just hours after he bragged about the attempted robbery on social media, where he posted selfies flexing jewelry, standing next to blood spatter and a door riddled with bullet holes. Darrell's mother, Bernita, believes her son's passing was in direct response to these images and his comments in the VLAD TV interview, and she says Darrell had been receiving threats prior to his passing.
A said, take that off of social media. I said, let this family mourn in peace. But they were was taunting my son. They're telling him that they were going to kill the family, that they were going to make his mama cry, like my son made his mother cry. And I told my son, don't respond. But their family member came to rob my son.
Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said, quote, "I can tell you there was a number of shots fired, as evident by the number of casings on the ground. We do believe this was targeted." Police believe 2 suspects in a vehicle boxed Darrell's car in, opened fire on him, then took off. Darrell lost his life at the scene. According to an announcement from Darrell's family, his homegoing service took place Tuesday, April 18th at the Covenant Presbyterian Church on Roletto Drive in San Antonio.
No mother should ever feel this pain. No mother should ever have to bury her child.
A judge ordered suspect Montrel Burley to remain in Texas and wear a GPS monitor if he posts bail and is released from jail. Burley was also ordered to undergo an evaluation to determine if he has a mental illness or intellectual disability. Burley's next court appearance is scheduled for Monday, April 17th. Police are still searching for at least one other suspect. Anyone with information is asked to call the Houston Police Department's Homicide Division at 713-308-3600 or call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. You can remain anonymous.
It's sad that 2 families had to lose 2 amazing sons. Both of our children made decisions that led to their demise. Nobody wins here.